Let me tell you why this is the best architect knife in the line. And we're back! Okay, welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that didn't do it. Today, we're going to talk about this knife, and this is the Architect 4.5, denoting the 4.5 inch blade, and this one's in MagnaChut, which I know you guys love. And this was sent in by Ken for a custom sheath. Thank you, Ken. He did include the leather backer and the knife. He is wrong-handed, as you can see. I don't hold that against him because he's already been punished by God, but it is left-handed. So he wanted something in chocolate with gray washers, chocolate on the back here, pretty straightforward. I left the retention fairly light on this. She's in there, but it's not impossible to draw. Nice, quicker draw. There's the knife. Let's take a look at this some grum. Right now, I got some Earl on there. So this one has the micarta burlap and brown, black and brown scales, which actually really grew on me when I got this in hand. I think they're really sharp. Good looking some grums right there. Fit and finish is awesome. Now you can build one of these knives on the architectknives.com site. And there's some markings, AK-45 in MagnaChut, a steel that is very controversial as of late. There's the logo of Mr. Architect. And like the other knives, it has a lot of the same design cues. We have the jimping right here, which is fairly sharp, but not bad. And we have an inset lanyard hole there. Little Tude calibrator right here. In my medium-large mitts, she fits like a glove. And as soon as I picked this up, I thought to myself, of all the Architect knives I've handled, the 6.5, the 8, the 5.5, this is the best. I've had the 3.5. And as soon as I picked this up, I thought to myself, of all the Architect knives I've handled that have come through my shop for a custom sheath, this is by far my favorite. There's something about the balance of this that really speaks to me. I really, really, really love the weight. And we're gonna put it on the scale soon here. But the 4.5 inch blade means business. You can get a ton of work done with this. I think this would make a stellar camp knife. Now to build this thing, I don't know how much it's gonna run you. I wanna say like 200 out the door. When I looked on the site, they didn't have any more of this design in MagnaChut. They had that like little fire steel divot here, which I hate. So this is the kind I would get. This is the style I would pick up for sure. I love this knife. I think the scales look freaking awesome. And now in this sheath, I think she's just a winner. I think this will be a fine companion for you, Ken. Really, really great knife. But what makes this the best, in my opinion, it's the balance. Something about the 4.5 inch blade and this stock just really lends itself to some awesome, awesome balance. Not only that, unlike some of the other Architects like the 5.5 and 6.5, for example, it's not that tall. I like that this is like not quite as tall as those knives. We get the high saber grind here, crazy sharp. MagnaChut takes a crazy edge, but it's just got awesome geometry. I think this knife is freaking beautiful. There's something about it that really speaks to me. I kind of think the other knives in the line are like meh. You know, I really like the 6.5. For a while, the 5.5 was my jam. Then I went back to the SE6, then the SECM6. And then everybody wept about 1095 steel being abysmal, right? So this comes in some, higher end steels. You got S35, I think you got 1095 and MagnaChut here. So you have options. So if the design speaks to you, you can certainly get this in a few flavors that would respect your budget and or your needs, what you're gonna use it for. I would make this my go-to every time I go camping knife, period. Every time I was out in the woods, I'd bring this sucker. And I believe this is a knife for life. Like, this is just a beautiful piece, solid. I don't know if this is going to want to focus, but look at how much is reinforced out to the tip. Really, really strong tip on this guy. Clean grinds, nice even grind lines put on by Architect. Just a home run knife. I mean, I can't say enough good stuff about this knife. You have a little bit of a sharpening choil here, which will make some happy. But it's kind of like the SE4. The SE4 has an allure to it that I've never been able to wrap my head around. And I really like the SE4, but you need the extended scales from the knife connection. This one needs nothing. It's a one and done out the door. And if you consider the SE4 after you put on the extended scales, you're probably paying similar to what you'd pay for this guy out the door in MagnaCut or S35VN. So I actually think this is a better value than an SE4. And there's something about it I like even more. I don't know, this just feels like a tank. It's definitely a workhorse, but it's not too giant. It's a nice light knife. Let's go ahead and put it on the scale. I don't know, it feels light anyway. If I had to guess, I don't know, maybe 7 ounces? Let's see how wrong I am. 6.96. I did not weigh that beforehand. It felt like 7 ounces to me. So I've handled a lot of knives, and I guess you get pretty surgical in your guessing. With my sheath, we're looking at 11.9, 12 ounces. So not too bad on your hip. I think this would be a fine companion. She's not going to weigh you down. A beautiful piece. Well done from Architect Knives. Ken, thank you so much for sending this one in. Enjoy your sheath, bud. Let's go ahead and bring in the subscribe Starians. You guys support the channel. We really appreciate you. Subscribe Starians. I'll get 15% off all custom sheath orders. And more importantly, they keep the channel going, which is amazing. I've been sending a lot of stuff by companies lately, and some of them are pretty pushy about getting videos out. So if you're a company that's watching this and you sent me a knife or piece of gear, I'm on it. I have a whole list of stuff to shoot, and it'll be out when it's out. But other than that, I really want to say thank you to everybody for supporting the channel. We've been at it for a while now. You know, we're doing good on TikTok. Now we're 5-minute knives on TikTok. I got to change the name, so you should be able to find me a little easier on there. It's more or less repurposed content from YouTube, just kind of shrunken down, but go ahead and give me a follow on there. I would appreciate ye. And as you guys know, I'm trying to like expand the channel in different ways, do some different things, and we'll see what we can do in the near future. But keep sending me your knives. I really appreciate it. And man, am I in love with the Architect 4.5. This thing is beautiful. Are you guys seeing this? Like, you know, maybe my lighting's not doing this justice, but there's something about this knife that makes me really love it. It feels like a very classic design, you know, kind of no frills minus the upgraded steel, and I just love it. This is all you need. You know, I'm more of a tactard than a bushcrafty guy. You guys know that. I'm a bit of a mall ninja, and for whatever reason, this Sombrich really speaks to me. I don't know why. This kind of, you know, bridges that gap between tactard and bushcrafter, right? I could see myself being very happy at the campsite just whittling away with this thing. I don't know, I really like it. I really like it a lot. Maybe it has to do with the burlap micarta handles. I don't know. But for whatever reason, I wouldn't have the tendency to baby this knife. I would really beat it up. It just looks like it could handle it for one, and two, I don't know. There's no honeymoon phase with this thing. As soon as I picked it up, I wanted to use it. So really, really cool knife. And if you guys own one, let me know in the comments what your usage has been. What do you think of MagnaCut steel? What do you think of Architect knives on a whole? I know there's a whole Architect versus SE debate that is ever raging, but these knives seem really high quality, and I haven't gotten a chance to really test out the MagnaCut. It's a customer's knife, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I'm just really enamored with this piece, and I think you guys would be too. Highly recommend. I think this would be a great buy. So in whatever steel you picked. If you got this in $10.95, you'd save some money, and I think it's still an awesome knife. It's the design, something about it, the balance. And it's definitely my favorite Architect knife so far. The 3.5 feels a little stumpy and tank-like. I see why you like it, but it's got that kind of fat handle. You know, with knives that short of a blade, I like a smaller handle. The 5.5 was my favorite. I preferred it over the 6.5 even, because I thought doing away with the choil but having the same size handle actually gave the 5.5 a better balance in the hand. The 8 is cool. I like the 8, but I'd rather go a little bit bigger if I'm going to go with a big knife and a big chopper like that. So this just really hit the sweet spot. I don't know. This is the Goldilocks Architect for me. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether or not you agree with me, and I'll see you next time right here on 5 Minute Knives.